All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is Narwhal.
My name is Kyle. I'm sitting here with John. Looks like a mix between a lumberjack and
Like a drug dealer,
and
a dropout.
Yeah, and then he's got a St. Jude hats on, so it's like
So I'm like a drug dealer that donates all his money that he sells to charity.
yeah. So you're kind of a good drug dealer or a good lumberjack.
Do you think you could be a morally good drug dealer? Right?
Pablo Escobar thought he was.
Yeah, but
He wasn't though.
murdered like thousands of people.
Murdered a lot of people. Yeah.
But could you be a drug dealer and be like a really, really good guy and nice person?
I mean, you could be a nice person. Well, I don't know. I feel like to be a good drug dealer, you got to kill people and like set people straight so they listen to you. You know.
Yeah.
It's like you can't just be super nice to everyone because they're gonna like.
Yeah.
Unless you get like a good crew with you of drug dealers that are like down for your system and they're like just good employees.
Yeah.
Like a regular business.
that would
but
be
you're
cool.
just doing illegal stuff.
Like I actually mentioned earlier today to Kyle that I started the show called The End of the Fucking World on Netflix. And this isn't really a spoiler, but this girl's dad sells drugs. He's like a drug dealer, but he explains to them like, "Oh no, it's like organic. Like the kids don't have to go to gangs." Like he was trying to justify the fact that like he sells drugs, but like they do it in like a morally acceptable way. It's a fair price. The kids don't have to go get involved with shady people. They just go buy their drugs, leave. No one gets hurt.
Sure. I feel like if you end up being a big drug dealer, see all of my knowledge about drugs and this stuff is from shows and movies.
Yeah.
But I feel like at some point there's maybe a gang that's like, hey, you're selling a lot of drugs. Like we want to take over. And then they'll start attacking us. And if I'm too nice, I can't fight back.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to kill people to be in the drug game.
Yeah.
And
once you get in the drug game, there's no getting out.
Again, something that I've just heard in movies and shows, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that true? Could I just say, no, I'm done and just leave?
I don't think it works like that.
Yeah, but like, could I just move to like Australia?
I mean, yeah, that's what Tupac did.
Well, yeah, he didn't die. We know that.
Yeah, so I'm kind of dressed up like my dad today. My dad, like, I'm not trying to look like my dad. And by the way, for people just listening that aren't watching it, it's like a plaid.
It looks really warm.
Hoodie. It's really warm. It's like a lumberjack plaid coat, but then the hood is like attached to it, but it looks like just a gray sweatshirt hood.
Yeah.
Anyways, my dad wears shit like this all the time. And my family always gave him shit for wearing like the same coat every day of his life. But now that I wear it, I kind of like the style.
Yeah.
I understand where he's coming from.
I've seen you twice in the last week, and both days you've had this on.
Yeah, because I found it. I found this hoodie. It's like, it definitely has never fit my dad because my dad's always been bigger than me. So I don't think this was my dad's coat. I think it was like a coworker of his, because when I first found this coat, it was in the back of his closet. I was like, can I have it?
Why are you just digging through your dad's closet?
Because I was filming this music video with Matt, and I asked my dad if he had any clothes to make me look homeless. And so he had like these really shitty jeans and then this coat. But I started wearing it and I liked it. And then I put my hand in the pocket and there was this really old, dirty lighter in it.
Did it work?
Yeah, it works. But I'm like, Steve doesn't smoke. Steve wouldn't smoke anything.
He might light stuff on fire, though. He could use it for, like, building houses, lighting stuff on fire.
Yeah. No, I think what happened is it was, like, one of his... Because my uncle used to do a lot of construction with him. And, I mean, I don't know if my uncle ever smoked cigarettes, but, like, if I had to guess, this was probably my uncle's coat. But now I'm scared to see my uncle.
So this is mystery coat.
I think my dad might have stole it from him without knowing. So now if I see my uncle, he's going to be like, I've been looking for that coat for 35 years.
Well, it looks like no one's really worn it that much.
I know.
Because if this was something your dad had been wearing, it would have paint and, like, primer on it.
Yeah.
And random shit.
Holes everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyways, before we get too far into this episode, Kyle, you had a story you wanted to tell me. Yeah. And I'm eager to hear it.
Sure. Okay. So this was 2 days ago. It's another bus story. So I'm just standing at my bus stop trying to head to work. There's a couple people around me.
What time?
This is like probably 1 o'clock
in the afternoon
because I worked a late shift.
Okay.
So I'm heading to work, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this person scootering towards me, like from down the sidewalk. So
like my dream, kind of.
Yeah,
kind of.
kind of.
Scooter?
It was a Razor scooter, yeah. I turn to my left. It is this man, this full-grown man, probably, if I had to guess, 55.
Okay.
55-year-old man with a beanie, a Flames beanie. He's got flames on his beanie. And this man is scootering towards me. And I'm like,
is he like heavier set or just like
no, he's
skinny?
like pretty, just a regular average sized man. He's got sunglasses on and this flame beanie.
You know, if you got a combo of sunglasses and a flame beanie, you're gonna be a pretty cool guy.
He means business. And originally I was like, all right, maybe this guy's homeless. Like maybe that's his scooter is his transportation. I don't know. But he pulls out his phone. He's on his phone. So this is like a guy that's got some money. You know, he's got a phone.
Yeah. I mean, there are homeless people though that like pay for a phone plan but don't have enough to pay for like anything else.
Damn.
You know.
Well, maybe that's it. Well, he had a scooter, so he could pay for that. So, and on this particular day, the bus came kind of late. So I think this guy was getting kind of fed up with how late the bus was. So he goes on his scooter, and meanwhile, we're on a busy street. Like, cars are coming by, probably like 50 miles an hour, just zooming past. This man just hops on the scooter and just jaywalks across the street mid-traffic. Like dodging.
Doesn't even look.
Like, he kind of looked, but there were cars, like, flying towards him. He just goes, doesn't care. He stops in the median, and there's, like, cars just flying past, and he's looking at them like, what the fuck? Stop for me. But, like, it's not a crosswalk. It's like, you know, you can't just go through a freeway. So this guy's just in the middle of the road with a scooter and eventually gets across. Scooter's away. I'm like, all right, that was kind of funny. So this guy's gone for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Then I see him come back.
Shit.
With no scooter. So he dropped his scooter off somewhere and he walks back. Still got the flame hat on. Still got the sunglasses on. Except he had some drink in his hand, like a coffee or something.
So he scootered to Starbucks.
Scootered to Starbucks. Dropped off the scooter.
Forgot it.
I don't know if he forgot it or what his plan was. Walks back. Used the crosswalk this time.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's just back, scooterless.
Waiting for the same
bus. Okay. Fast forward another like 5 minutes. We're on the bus. I sit down. No one around me. Sits right across from me. So on my bus, there's like seats that face the front of the bus, and there's seats that face like sideways.
Yeah.
So we're both sitting sideways facing each other. I'm just on my phone.
So he could have sat like anywhere else on the bus.
Yeah, he sat right across from me. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. I don't care. So I'm just on my phone, whatever. And out of nowhere, he's on his phone. He just goes, fuck. And like, nothing else.
Like loud?
Like yelled, fuck. And I had to pause, and I had a hoodie on, and I just stuck my face in my hoodie because I was laughing so hard.
Did you look up at him, or did you stay looking down the whole time?
Like, I kind of glanced up, and he was just like sitting there. And I just like started laughing because I just see this man with a flame beanie and sunglasses, and he just yelled fuck.
See, dude, but like I wouldn't risk laughing in a situation like that.
I couldn't help it. I was laughing so hard. I was like,
if you get scared while you're like, for me, if I was in a situation where I was genuinely kind of nervous, the funniest thing could happen, but my laugh reflex would be gone. Like, I wouldn't laugh. Does that not happen to you?
I wasn't like afraid. I wasn't afraid of this man.
Okay.
He was like, whatever. He didn't see.
You just thought it was genuinely funny.
I thought it was actually funny because this man had a scooter, a flame hat, and sunglasses. And I don't know if he had like Tourette's or what his deal was, but
maybe he saw some bad news. Like maybe.
I don't know. But he, yeah, just really caught me off guard. And I kind of jumped for a second, and I looked up, and he's just sitting there doing nothing.
Okay. That's it.
That's it. That was the mystery of the scooter man.
Did he seem like he wanted to talk to you?
No, he was talking to some girl. I had my headphones in, but he was talking to some girl at the bus stop about something. But
I don't get why. I don't know, man. There's just like that certain type of person that are generally in like a city area where like they kind of give you weird vibes, but they always like try and befriend people. Like you hardly ever see a weirdo that's just going to mind his own business.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Do they just crave like interaction with people because maybe they're
probably
like,
I mean, that guy seems like someone that not a lot of people would talk to.
Yeah.
So I get that maybe he's reaching out and looking for some sort of communication with somebody.
Yeah. I know. I always feel like I have a weird dilemma where not necessarily just homeless people, but anybody in public that like is giving me weird vibes. Like I like to be the person that's willing to talk to strangers and not think that it's weird. Like there are times when like there's just random strangers that are just nice people and just want to talk.
Mm.
But then there's a lot of times where I'll see someone and I'll be like, all right, I should talk to this person and give them the benefit of the doubt and try and see the best in them. Maybe they're just like going through it right now.
Yeah.
But there's times when I'm like, don't want to risk it because what if they try and like do something or get something from me or they put me in a weird situation?
Yeah, well, it's like the man that asked to listen to my headphones. He was someone that I just immediately knew, like, I'm not even going to associate with this guy because he's talking to himself. He's talking to the wall.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty easy. Like, if someone asked to, like, take something from you or borrow something from you, for me, that's like an instant no.
Yeah, but I mean, he was just, like, standing in my face trying to make eye contact with me, and I'm just like, dude, I'm not trying to have this conversation with you.
Damn.
I feel like I've gotten better at reading people because when I get off work, I get off around like 10 or 10:30. And so there's like weird people out.
Yeah.
So I've gotten good at.
That's like peak crackhead hour.
Oh, they're out. They're around. Yeah. So I've gotten good at reading people. Just if I look at them for like 5 seconds, I can tell whether they're normal or weird.
Yeah.
It's easy to separate the normal and the weird.
Yeah. I'm excited that you are taking public transportation to this job because I think it's going to lead to a lot of stories from the podcast.
I've already had a couple, yeah.
Yeah, and it's only been a couple days.
Yeah,
so
it's been about a week.
I'm excied. All right, well, if you ever see Flame Guy again.
Yeah, I drove past that bus stop today.
Updated.
I was looking for him.
Yeah.
Flame Guy hasn't seen a return yet. I just wonder where he put his scooter. Like behind a building. Like where
maybe he stole it. Or maybe he has like he stole it and he has like a daily hiding spot. Like he puts it behind this bush every day.
Could have been. Actually, you know what? It wasn't a Razor scooter. It was one of those scooters that like scooterers use, you know?
Oh, like a BMX.
Yeah,
bike,
like it doesn't have a
scooter.
brake on it. Like you put your foot on the wheel.
It has like little mini
brake.
pegs on it, kind of.
No, it didn't have pegs, but it was kind of, he had that like tape on it.
Yeah.
Like this guy looked like he was a scooterer, but
he was like 55.
Threw me off. He was like, dude, you're a little old to be scootering. But he's got the flame hat, so he's kind of badass.
But he doesn't seem very athletic.
No. Also doesn't seem very sane. So I don't know. But he's very reckless driving through traffic on a scooter.
Flame hat.
Reckless guy.
Maybe he's
like a stunt man.
Yeah, he could be like a ex Tony Hawk. Like he was.
Maybe
that
was Tony Hawk. Fuck, I didn't even think about that. He's too short.
Tony Hawk always tweets about how people in public don't recognize him.
Oh, I'd recognize Tony Hawk.
I would too.
I would be like, what's up, dude? He's someone that seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
Based on his Twitter. But
I feel like Tony Hawk would be the type of guy, like, you know how there's a lot of famous people where you would like call them by either their stage name or their last name, like Mr.
Mr. Hawk.
But I feel like with Tony Hawk, it would just be like,
Tony?
hey, what's up, Tony?
Yep.
Like, hey, what's up, man?
Is that how you would say it?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Why would you say it like that?
Because that's how I talk.
That's not how you talk.
Moving on here, Kyle.
Yo.
So I've been.
Hey, what's up, man?
I've been listening to like a couple different podcasts, and one thing
You've been cheating on our podcast.
Yeah. What you can do about it?
I'm kind of a whore for podcasts.
Yeah. I let anybody just devour me.
Oh.
I give myself. I'm opening my legs to anybody. Spread eagle
to any podcast.
Yeah.
All right.
But one thing that I noticed that I like about this podcast that I want to keep a consistent thing.
Ours?
Yes.
Or this other podcast?
No. One thing I noticed about ours in comparison to this other podcast and a lot of others is that a lot of these other podcasts that I've listened to have like these inside jokes, or not even necessarily an inside joke, but like an inside like consistent thing that if you listen to the podcast every episode, you maybe would get it. But if you just are like a new listener, you'd like wouldn't understand what the fuck they're talking about. And I've came to the conclusion I'm not a big fan of inside jokes.
Wow.
Because
you don't like being left out of inside jokes.
Yeah, I'm like Michael Scott. I don't like being outside of the joke. But
that's
also
a pretty lame perspective, I feel like.
No, but listen, this is my reasoning.
Okay, give it to me.
Because I realized I was a new fan, or not even a new fan, just a new listener giving this podcast a shot. I just picked a random episode, and the first like 10 to 15 minutes, they were talking about like Mr. Bean or like
Mr. Bean?
No,
dude,
not
I
like
fuck with Mr. Bean.
It wasn't Mr. Bean. But
I love Mr. Bean, dude.
It was not the Mr. Bean.
Damn it.
It was some like Bean reference or some Bean inside
Other
joke
Bean?
they had. And they kept talking about like this Bean thing, and all three of them were like laughing and like building off of each other's jokes about this Bean. And I'm like, as a listener who's like trying to tune into this for the first time, I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, and I instantly was put off by it.
Okay.
And I've noticed that like certain podcasts will have these things. Now, obviously, if you're a diehard listener, it probably like makes it fun because you're like, oh, I get what they're talking about. But at the same time,
I like inside jokes.
I don't know. I think there's a time and a place for them, but I don't like when it's like over the top, because then it's like to all the listeners that don't get it, they're like, what the fuck? Like, I literally don't understand what you're laughing about.
Have we had any inside jokes on this?
Not really. No,
We just have no jokes.
What I'm saying is I think that's actually a good thing.
All right, we're just going to leave it all out there. Nothing is staying inside of this.
No, my point is
outside jokes.
I like that anybody could come listen to any of our episodes and not be confused as to the context of what's going on. You know?
They'll be confused about what we're talking about, probably. Just because, like, what do we talk about?
Just because they're weird things, but it's not like you have to understand these 57 episodes in order to understand what we're talking about on the 58th episode.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's also incentive for someone who really wants to understand that joke, someone that feels so bad being left out to catch up.
That's true.
And there's more views.
Yeah. Speaking of, yesterday we got 190 downloads, which is our record for a day.
Thanks, guys.
So thank you to whoever. It's got to be like some guy that just like binged like 50 of them, but I don't know how that's possible because
in one day. That's impossible.
Also, another housekeeping thing that I wanted to let you guys know about. We made a like Pim's fans map.
Oh yeah, that was super cool.
A 2019 map of some of our biggest fans. So what I did last week was I put on our Instagram story. You can follow us at Pim's Podcast.
Yeah, you should do that.
I put like a blank map, and then I had a little question, and I said like, anyone who sees this, let us know where you're from so we can see where some of our loyal listeners are from. And obviously not like every single person responded, but there was a good amount of responses. So I made this map, and I had everybody's from like the different states they're in. We got people represented all over the country.
Do you know how many states there were?
I mean, I got messages afterwards from people that were like, yo, like you didn't put me on the map. I'm like, well, you didn't respond to my thing, so how was I supposed to know?
Wait, so people just thought you knew where they were from?
Yeah, I don't know. Someone was like, yo, what the like, why wasn't I on the map? And I'm like, you didn't tell me like where you're from. How am I supposed to know to put you on the map?
Oh man. If you're one of those people, figure it out.
There was a lot of like East Coast. It was like very
We're
cluttered
big on the East Coast.
The right side. I think it's just because the states are small over there.
Yeah, they're all small.
That kind of blows, you know?
Small states.
I like the West Coast because everything's so spread out. We got our own territory. We don't have to like we're from Washington.
Yeah.
We don't have to feel
you
like
look like someone that's from Washington.
Exactly.
John is the example of what Washington is right now.
Yeah.
Maybe a lumberjack, maybe a drug dealer.
Got the facial hair.
Maybe even a hipster.
Yeah, it's kind of a mix of all of them.
Mixed bag.
I don't know. I like that it's more spread out over here because I feel like you can be more loyal to your state. Like
yeah, it's not like, oh, repping New Hampshire.
Yeah, like you can't really rep New Hampshire because you walk 20 steps to the right and you're in like Delaware or something.
I mean, that's not geographically correct, but I feel like East Coast, when I think of East Coast, it's New York and a bunch of other little places.
Yeah.
And like Philadelphia.
Yeah, I could not tell you. I know that there's New York, and then, dude, there was someone from Maine.
Yeah.
Like,
what are you doing there? Fuck? What are you doing in Maine?
Dude,
crabs? Or lobster?
It's the first time I've ever heard of a real person that I've talked to, like, from Maine.
Wow. What about Rhode Island? Why is that even a state? No offense to anyone who's from Rhode Island. I would love to know more about Rhode Island. I know nothing.
I don't think there's much to know.
Is it like, can you really just drive through it in like 15 minutes? Or like, how big is it actually?
I mean, it's pretty damn tiny, but, well, because even if you just look, like the state of Washington, you could drive from like the border of Canada to Oregon in like, what, 5 hours? 6 hours maybe?
5 hours.
And then if you think of Rhode Island, it's like...
Yeah, it's like from my house to your house.
It's like an hour or something. I don't know.
Damn, you could just have buddies that live... Maybe, is Rhode Island just have like one high school?
The Rhode Island High School?
How many schools are there? There can't be that many.
No, I actually bet they have to travel to different...
I'm going to look this up.
How many
Are kids in Rhode Island going to school in like Delaware?
I don't know, man.
Is there enough room for
You have to take a ferry
school?
to go to school? I'm going to say 4.
There's 105.
What?
Yeah.
All right, I get.
Well. Oh yeah. What the fuck? 100. Damn.
I mean, I think Rhode
There's all
Island
like
is,
5 kids in each school.
I mean, I'm sure it's bigger than we think. But guys, listen. I know a lot of you listeners are from somewhere on like the east side of the country. I never been anywhere. I've been to Georgia twice,
I've been to the East Coast.
and that's it. No, Georgia and Florida. Also, there's a guy that messaged us that said he was from like the southern tip of Florida, which is literally
Tampa, right?
as far as he could possibly be from us.
Basically.
I don't know. He just said southern Florida, so.
Southern Florida. Interesting.
But yeah, I just thought that was really cool. So I just wanted to thank you guys who have been supporting us and telling your friends, because like I've got.
Spread us up and down the East Coast, ladies and gents.
Yeah, we just want to take over the East Coast and then a mob over to the West, and
then we'll like along the way we'll get a couple like farmers in the middle, like Iowa.
Yeah.
Is anyone from Iowa?
No, Anthony's from Indiana. Okay, this is a good question. I was asking my dad.
They have Wi-Fi there.
When you think of Iowa and Indiana and Ohio, which one do you think is the most farm hick-ish?
Iowa for sure. Because Indiana,
Really?
you have Indianapolis. That's like a city. You have the Pacers and the Colts.
I mean, there's cities.
No, I know, but it's like a big city.
Yeah, dude,
You have,
Iowa.
in Ohio, you got Cleveland, you got Cincinnati, you got other cities.
Yo, what does
Columbus.
Iowa have?
Des Moines,
But like no sports,
Iowa college football.
Yeah.
Iowa State and Iowa,
I guess.
they like to run the ball. They breed tight ends. They have a lot of good tight ends in the NFL from Iowa.
Really?
Yeah. They got like 3 right now.
That's actually not
2
surprising.
first-round
to me
draft
at all.
picks last year.
I feel like they have a lot of fullbacks too.
Yeah, that's just the Big Ten. Like all the schools around there, Wisconsin, all those guys, big, large men,
Yeah.
smash mouth.
Also, when I made that map, it made it abundantly clear that we have maybe like 2 female fans, but what can you do? You know.
Anyone from out of the country?
Yeah, I got 3 people that said different parts of Canada, and I was too lazy to put it on the map, so I just said somewhere in Canada because.
We know we got 2 in Spain.
Yeah.
My sister and her
Karina,
boyfriend.
her boyfriend. Yeah, I really want to get like some, what's like a rando country? Like
China.
I mean, that's
They
not
don't have internet.
that's not
Wait,
rando.
do they have internet?
They have internet.
Well, we'd be banned in China.
No, but like Guadalajara. Oh no, that's a
That's a
city in
desert.
Mexico.
Guadalajara?
Yeah, Guadalajara, Mexico.
Isn't that a desert?
Oh no, the Sahara.
There's that.
The
Guadalajara.
Guadalajara is a city in
Guadalajara desert. There's a Guadalajara
Mexico. We're
desert.
gonna look this up right now.
Guatemala. That's not a desert. That's a country.
Guadalajara. Guadalajara is a city in western Mexico.
Potentially also a desert.
It's known for tequila and mariachi music, both born in Jalisco. I didn't say that
Jalisco?
right. The state
Did you say
of
with a
which
J?
Jalisco.
Jalisco, yeah, I've heard that. That was the most white thing ever. Jalisco?
Jalisco. Yeah. So, anyways, that's all I had to say about the map. I just thought it was cool. It was fun. I'm gonna make one at the end of every year, and hopefully, pretty soon, I just won't even be able to fill up the map.
Yeah.
You know. Also,
If we could get one for one person in each state or more than one, that would be nice.
I mean, ideally more than 50 people. Yeah. But yeah, this is also going to be the first month ever that we're going to pass 1,000 downloads in a month.
Booyah.
So that's pretty exciting. So thank you guys for that. Be sure to tell your friends.
Oh, I'm curious. For all of you people in different areas of the world, I know you have different slang. I'm curious, what is something that we say that's just like, oh, that's so West Coast or that's so Washington?
Yeah, because a lot of our listeners are like, one of my favorite podcasts are these 2 guys from New York. And some of the things they say, like they'll say supermarket
Yeah.
and like sneakers. I've never called my shoes sneakers.
Let's call them all shoes.
Yeah. And I don't know. Let us know if there's certain things that we say that are just weird to you.
Yeah. Also, wait, why do people call them tennis shoes if they're not tennis shoes? Like,
I think
because like tennis shoes are like athletic kind of shoes. At least around here, some people say that.
Yeah, I think it's generally older people. Like my dad will say tennis shoes, but
dude,
I think
not
it's just
playing
any
tennis.
shoes that could be worn for athletics are considered tennis shoes.
I feel like tennis shoes are not cool. They look like the Air Monarchs kind of. When I think of like someone that plays tennis, those shoes, they're always white. Well, they're also probably white because they play tennis. But the shoes are white and they just look like grandpa shoes.
All right. Well, anyways, moving on here.
Oh, I need help.
You need help?
Yeah. Something that just came into my mind.
Okay, that was really random.
We were talking about Christmas presents. I'm not a big Christmas present person. Like, I don't really want to.
You don't want to buy gifts for people?
I just don't expect gifts coming my way. Like, I don't really care that much about the whole gift thing about Christmas. I'm more about just like, I want to be with my family and do whatever.
You also don't want to spend the time to buy gifts for people.
that too. Unless I love when I get a great gift idea and it's just like easy to do, you know? And it's just like you're happy about the gift you're giving. But if you're like trying to force it, you're like, I guess I'll get him some shoes. It's like not as cool. But if you're like, wow, I love this unique gift idea that I have.
Yeah. Also, I've never been able to buy any clothes or shoes or like anything that is worn on a human. How do you know how to buy? Like, that's so hard.
What?
That is like so complicated because
buying clothes.
There's so many things that go into it. One, you have to see like, is this even a color they like?
Oh,
what size are they? I feel like 95% of the times if I buy clothes for someone, they have to return them because it doesn't fit.
I mean, you
That's
ask them
so
their
hard.
size. Say, hey, yo, what size shirt do you wear?
Yeah, but
you don't
like,
just
there's
guess,
a bunch of
he's probably a large.
But there's a bunch of different types of shirts, especially for girls.
Yeah, don't buy girls' clothes. That's too hard.
But I'm saying if I was to buy something for my sister, it never, ever, ever works. Ever. She either hates it, it's like her least favorite color, it doesn't fit, it's like
you gotta stop doing
too
that.
old.
What are you gonna get your sister then?
I got her another article of clothing. So
you already got it for her?
Well, it's for her birthday, which is like in a couple days.
You gotta wait till Cyber Monday. That's when you gotta get your gifts.
Yeah. So anyways, what do you need help with?
So I have to send in a Christmas list, and I don't really want anything.
Just like your extended family.
Yeah, and they like demanded it from me, and I haven't sent it in, and I don't know what I want.
Ooh.
And it has to be like under $40, and I just need to know what I want.
Okay, guys, this is good. This is a game. What does Kyle want for Christmas?
I don't really want anything, but that's not a satisfactory answer. They're not accepting that answer.
We're gonna put this on our story, and you guys are gonna let us know what does Kyle want for Christmas.
Well, they might follow me, so they're gonna see this. So
okay,
maybe don't do that.
Underwear. You could always use some fresh briefs or boxers.
Here's a dilemma. It's a girl cousin is getting it for me. I don't really want to ask her to buy me like underwear.
I mean, it's pretty easy to buy guys underwear. They have.
I do need more underwear actually.
There you go.
I just feel weird asking someone else to buy me my underwear.
Dude, you can buy underwear at anywhere. You just walk into Target. There's
no, I get that, but I also like my certain type of underwear.
Yeah.
Which I can tell them that's fine, but I just feel weird like, yo, uncle, can you buy me some new underwear? Or female cousin.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if my female cousin was like, hey, can you go buy me some thongs?
Yeah,
I'd be
like I wouldn't want to do that.
Probably not, but
I really would hope my cousin would never ask me to buy that for her too. Like, what do you want? I just need I'm not even gonna. All right. So what do I want? Socks, maybe? I do need more socks.
All right. What about
that's just all boring gifts.
What about like a Bluetooth speaker? Because you said
I just don't know when I'm going to use that.
You said in the shower you like to play music, but you usually just like play it in your phone, and then you can't even hear it because the water is too loud.
I don't really care that much though.
Okay.
I just don't know when else I would use it.
Hey, you never know when the opportunity arises when you're like, you know what I need right now? To blast some music.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. What about golf balls?
I don't have golf clubs.
Yeah, but like that's one thing. Yeah.
But I don't really plan on getting new clubs anytime soon.
But when you do get new clubs, you can be like, oh, look, I've had these balls in my closet for the last year. I don't have to go buy balls.
The last time I bought balls, I immediately put them in my golf bag, and they were stolen the next day. So I've got bad vibes from golf balls.
That's why you leave them in your closet.
I understand that, but I don't just have room in my closet for things, John. I have a small house.
Okay.
I have a small closet. You haven't seen the size of my actual closet. It is
I have.
not really.
It's pretty small.
You haven't looked fully inside. You haven't stuck your face in there.
All right. I got one.
Okay.
Golf gloves and nothing else. So you just
it's one glove. You wear one glove.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I don't want anything golf. I don't want to play golf anymore. I mean, I do, but I don't want to buy clubs because.
Did that kind of put a bad taste in your mouth, getting everything stolen from you?
It's just I don't want to spend more money on clubs.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm on a limited budget, I don't want to just blow all my paycheck on some golf clubs.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm bad at golf.
Okay, I'm gonna rattle off some things, and you're gonna tell me if you would or you would not accept them.
Okay.
It's not like if you desperately want them. It's just like if someone
Would I
gave this
accept
to you,
it?
would you?
I would accept any gift.
Okay, but like, would you actually? Would any part of you be like, "Wow, I'm glad I actually got that"?
Okay.
So it's just yes or no.
Okay.
All right, 6-pack of Four Loko. Yes or no? Yes or no?
I'd accept it, I guess. Yeah, I would accept it.
A poster of my dad.
I would accept it. It would just go up here.
Dwight Schrute's underwear from The Office.
What? Why would I want?
It's just he wore it in a whole episode of The Office.
I would not accept that.
Wow.
Wouldn't accept it.
You wouldn't
Because
accept
if you think about it, I understand it's like a famous person, whatever. But really, like, take a step back. This is just a used man's underwear from years ago.
Yeah.
What am I doing with it?
But it's rare.
All right.
There's probably no other humans on the
Also,
planet
no
that have
proof that he actually wore it. It could just be some sweaty dude.
No, you have proof.
Could have been the guy with the flame hat.
He signed it.
Okay. So a signed pair of underwear from Rainn Wilson.
Yeah.
If it's clean, I'd accept it.
Okay. Red Baron frozen calzone.
How are you gonna wrap a frozen?
It's
Probably wouldn't accept it because I mean,
you don't know how
be
long
happy.
it's been out of the freezer for.
Yeah, it's probably all soggy and gross.
A bowling ball.
Honestly, I would accept that because that'd be kind of cool. Because I like to go bowling, and if I bring my own ball, I look like way better.
If you had your own bowling ball,
I just walk up with a case. What's up, guys?
like if you have your own bowling ball, that's fine. But you have to be pretty good.
I'm pretty good.
You can't be a douche who's like not good at bowling and has your own bowling
Yeah,
ball.
I feel like if you have your own ball, you gotta spin.
Yeah.
I can't spin.
A racquetball set.
No. When am I gonna use that?
I don't know. At the gym, you can play racquetball.
They have racquetball 24.
No.
So
You
no.
can just go in the basketball court.
Start hitting it around.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think of 4 more rapid fire ones.
Okay, hit me with them.
5 gum.
No, that was after middle school. 5 gum was over.
All right. Ring pop.
Yes.
Fun dip.
No.
Oh.
Fuck fun dip, dude. It's gross.
Last one. A video of your sister doing a triple backflip.
Accept. I would accept that.
All right.
There is not in her wildest dreams will she even come close to that.
But that's why that would be a really cool gift.
It would be cool if she just somehow learned how to do that. But that is one thing I can say will never happen. Even just one
Even if it's like
backflip.
off a trampoline.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a hypothetical here.
Okay.
Your sister wants to make a bet with you that she wants to bet you $1,000. Like, this is not like a fake bet where it's like, oh, I'll bet you $1 million. This is like
Straight up $1,000.
You actually have to pay
Okay.
$1,000.
Okay.
She bets you $1,000 that she has a video that's like not faked. There's no editing to this video
Of her doing
of
a backflip.
her standing and doing a double backflip on the ground.
Yeah, I would bet that. I would take that bet. Because if I lose,
But like she's very, very persistent. She's like, Kyle, I did it, and you're going to lose this bet. Would you continue, or do you think she'd be able to kind of?
I mean, if she was that persistent, but then like if I feel like if she's that persistent, she must have it because why would she ask me to bet
That's what I'm
$1,000
saying. But it's
if she's just gonna lose anyways? Because then if I just say no, then she's not gaining anything anyways.
wait,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So there's not really much in it for her if she doesn't have it.
Oh wait.
So I wouldn't take
You're
that
right.
bet, and then I would just
Okay,
say,
no,
"Hey,
no,
can you
I
show
gotta
me?"
change this around. So then it's like it goes both ways.
So I'm just
like,
stuck into this bet where if I say no, I lose money.
Actually, I don't really.
How
know
did I
what
get
I'm
in this
saying at
situation?
point.
Yeah, I hope I never get in that situation where I'm forced to bet on something that I just don't want to be a part of.
Yeah. All right. Well, Kyle,
Yes.
do you ever just go for walks,
I walked to the bus stop and back.
like for fun?
No.
Why would you walk back? You walked there and then walked back.
Well, John.
Oh, after
when you
work.
get let off a bus after work, it doesn't drop me off at my house. It drops me off at a bus stop, and I walk home.
I thought you meant you just walked to the bus stop and then walked back home.
No,
Like,
why the fuck would I do that?
that's what you said. I walked to the
I
bus
walk
stop
to the
and
bus
back.
stop and I walk back. That is both are true statements.
Okay. Well, but will you ever just be like, you know what? It's a nice day outside. I'm just going to go for a stroll. Do you ever casually go for a walk by choice?
Not really. No.
Okay.
Did you go for a walk?
No, I don't either, but I saw this man going for the most casual stroll I've ever seen in my life.
Like really slow?
Not even slow.
Hands behind the
it
back,
was slow. Hands in the pocket, and he was just like smiling and just looking at the sky. Like,
Is he high?
I don't think so. He was like a
High
50
people
to
like
60-year-old guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if I did like shrooms or something, I'd probably like that, to just go on a walk in nature.
John on shrooms would be an experience.
That would be bad for my psyche. I'm already mentally all over the place. I think if I took shrooms, I'm convinced that I could be in the most peaceful scenario with the best babysitters. I'd be like in a really nice environment, but I think that I would freak the fuck out.
Would.
I would think that the walls were trying to eat me.
Yeah.
I would see roots from the trees coming out of the ground, like playing like the bongo or something.
John doesn't do well with drugs.
No, don't.
But he looks like he does.
Yeah. I kind of wish I was a stoner.
What?
Like part of me, not that like,
You wish you were a stoner.
no. I wish that I could like be more a part of like the stoner culture and understand like references and like experiences that people have on different drugs. And
Well,
just like,
how do you think that they know that, John? It's because they do them.
I know.
So just
and I'm
do
saying,
it. If you want to be a stoner, you can be a stoner, John.
I can't do that though. Like
But you can. You're saying this can't word shouldn't be in your vocabulary.
You're right, Kyle. I can do heroin.
You can't. Absolutely, you can.
Thank you. That's really
think
motivating.
If you were given a challenge to get heroin in 1 hour, 2 hours, you could do it.
That'd be a fun game.
I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be that fun because you're buying heroin.
I don't think 2 hours, but you give me 5 hours and it's a done deal.
Yeah. Nighttime.
That's kind of like those. Did you ever do as a kid those scavenger hunts?
Looking for heroin as a kid, a couple times. Birthday parties mostly.
Those scavenger hunts in like. My sister just did it the other week where she took her basketball team and they split them up into groups of 3 or three teams. And it's like a scavenger hunt in the store where you have to go find X number of things.
No, I never did that, but those are the most annoying things when you're in a mall and this group of girls is like, let's go to Victoria's Secret. God.
I think it would be fun though to do.
It
but
would
like
be fun.
as an adult, it's kind of that. Like it's like you have a team of 3 and the goal is under 5 hours, you have to go and you have to buy heroin. And get back to the home base.
Who'd be your team of 3?
None
of our friends know about heroin.
Willig, just because like weed, and maybe he has like
Just because of weed.
yeah, like he has some intel maybe. Murtaza,
Yeah, he's a good choice.
yeah, Willig and Murtaza and me. Yeah, who'd you pick?
I guess I'm stuck with Jordan and probably Chief.
Yeah. All right.
Chris is getting
No, so going back to going on a walk, I was just thinking to myself, I can probably count on one hand the number of times that I've actually just gone on a walk by choice just to go on a walk in my whole life.
I think the closest things to walks I go on are runs. I ran
Yeah.
home from the bus stop last night at like 11. It was really cold and I have to wear shorts and a t-shirt to work. And I had like a coat on. But
Do you bring a backpack or no?
No, I do, yeah. I should have brought sweats. I just wasn't.
Are we talking like a sprint or you just had like a light jog?
Like I jogged home.
Yeah.
Like 3/4 of a mile.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah, my feet hurt because my shoes weren't great.
Yeah.
And it was really cold.
I think the only times I've ever gone on a walk were like when I had a girlfriend. There's something about like
Having a girlfriend and walking.
Going on a walk with a girl is like way better than just going on a walk.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I would never go on a walk with like you or Shim. Like what the fuck? Why would we?
Yeah,
do
we
that?
wouldn't just like go to Green Lake and walk around.
Yeah, that's what's weird. There's certain activities that you could do with a girl that are just way better, and they're actually fun in a way.
Yeah,
Like doing nothing,
like
but
you
with
and
a
I
girl
aren't,
that
we're
you
not
like.
gonna cuddle. Like,
Just-
yeah, holding hands. I'm not gonna hold hands with you.
Yeah, and like,
That was a bad example because obviously.
but like, for example, just sitting in like a car and talking is like not fun. If I'm just like with a guy, I'm like, all right, let's like go somewhere, do something. I mean, I guess we could talk, but it'd be like it would get old quick. But if it's like a girl, I wouldn't mind just like talking.
That's what we do.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
No, I get what you're saying. Like, let's go do something. Why are we sitting in your car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
I agree.
I don't know. I
Why-
need a girlfriend.
Why is it?
I really need a girlfriend.
I feel like if you're saying I need a girlfriend, you're setting yourself up for failure because that means you're getting desperate. And
I've been desperate for like a year.
I understand that. But you don't want to let yourself get into the desperate situation.
No, I haven't got in a desperate situation, but I've been desperate for a while.
Okay.
I think you can be desperate and have like a good enough radar to know.
Yeah,
that,
you gotta have the radar.
Yeah. See, I'm not like gonna blindly go into this date just knowing like this person's gross. I don't like them.
But it's a girl.
But it's a girl.
Yeah.
I'm not that desperate.
Okay. Those are dangerous levels
Yeah.
that you don't ever want to reach.
See, I think I have the patience to wait for the right girl because I know, guys, you can quote me on this, okay? There's going to come a day when we're still making episodes and I'm going to get married.
Whoa.
And I'm going to marry like the coolest girl ever. And I'm going to like right now, it's just a waiting game. I just got to wait it out,
Oh.
you know?
Okay.
So I just want you guys to know that like
Love takes time.
I
John.
may sound desperate for the next like
I mean, you just said
13
I'm
years.
desperate. 13 years.
but one day,
Wait. 13 years. 34. All right.
yeah. I think I have a better
A
chance.
little late.
I think I have a higher chance of getting married when I'm 40 than I do when I'm like 26.
I don't want to get married when I'm 26. I would say 30 at the young.
I'd like to get married like right now if I could. Like if
you want to have a wife right now?
if I had a girlfriend that I'd been with for a long time,
Okay.
I would prefer to get married now as opposed to like 30. You know? But like
Would that
that.
be your best man?
Oh yeah.
Let's fuck go.
Yeah.
I'm giving such a good speech. I can't wait.
Dude,
for that.
I'm excited for the speech you'll give at my wedding, Kyle. I mean, who knows? Things could change.
And maybe we'll be like 60 by then.
Yeah, but I just want you guys to know that when I do finally get married, at some point I'll have my wife on the podcast, and you guys will be like, wow, he was right. Back on
Wow.
episode 89 when he called it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that where we're at? 89?
89.
Wow.
Yeah.
We've done this 89 times. Actually, more.
You know what's crazy? It's been like probably over 89 hours because a lot of episodes are like
Yes.
an hour and 20 minutes.
A lot of hours of speaking.
Do you think you've learned more about me through this podcast?
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, definitely.
Like what?
I've learned more about working with you
Okay.
and what that entails.
What does that entail?
Well, just like, I mean, I knew you can be grumpy sometimes, but just when knowing, what's the best way I want to say this? Understanding what mood you're in and what John I'm getting.
Yeah.
Whereas if we were just to hang out casually,
The mood doesn't matter.
the mood doesn't matter as much, or it's more funny if John's mad
Yeah.
than annoying.
But if John's mad and he's trying to work, not fun.
It's just not fun for anyone.
No.
We're all learning about each other, guys.
Wow.
Learn more every day.
You know what's weird is that there's listeners out there that have listened to every episode, and they know a lot about us, and I don't know shit about them. That's what's
A
weird.
little weird.
That's what's weird. Like, by no means are we even close to, like, a celebrity.
No,
But-
not at all.
But, like, even the little bit of, like, fan base we have, it's, like, the start of that. And that's why it would be weird to be, like, really famous where someone, like, Joe Rogan has done, like, 1,300 episodes. And they're, like, 2 to 3 hours long. Dude, I know fucking everything about that guy. And,
Yeah.
like, it's so weird. Because I'm probably never going to meet him. And if I did, I would know, like, the ins and outs of this guy's life, like, his whole life story, what motivates him, who his best friends are.
That is kind of weird
You know?
that someone just knows. But you don't really know us. This is like podcast us, which is like the real us, I feel like.
Yeah.
But us outside of the podcast, we're still different people. You know what I mean?
I don't think I'm different. There's things that I don't share, but like,
Yeah,
I'm not different.
Okay, yeah, I'm not different, but it's like
Like
What's the
you
word I'm
won't
saying?
learn like the deepest parts of me unless you know me in person.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Before we move on to the segments relating to that, how like these people know us and we don't really know them. Listen, if you guys are a fan of the show, I appreciate you. I truly do. But don't like message us and just say like, put me on the podcast. Like,
It's just like we don't know you.
yeah, like
We're not just gonna put you on.
I truly appreciate if you guys listen to these episodes. If you listen to every one, that's awesome. I'm really happy, and I'm sure if we met, you'd be like, cool. But there's been like 3 or 4 people that have been like they'll support us, and then they'll be like, yo, put me on the show. It's like, what am I supposed to say to that?
Also, like, probably don't live here.
Yeah,
It's like, are you gonna fly here and then?
yeah, like we're not gonna come to you. We don't know you, and even if you came here, like.
It's like we don't know you.
Yeah.
It's just like talking with a stranger.
It's not that you're not a nice person, but it's like I'm not going to invite this stranger into my home,
yeah. Yeah.
and then try and talk to them about God knows what for an hour.
Exactly. So we appreciate it, but
It's just like,
we're just not gonna.
and it puts us in a weird situation because like, what the fuck am I supposed to say? Like this person's supporting us and he's like, put us on the show. And then we're like, no.
It's like, thanks, but no.
Yeah. Like,
But that's basically what we're saying right now. Like, thank you, but to all you random people out there asking to be on the podcast, like, it's just not gonna happen.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
And you should know, like, by now, the vibe of our show is like, we don't go and do interviews with like strangers. We don't do interviews with like experts in fields. We don't interview like people that we don't know that we think are interesting. The only people we've ever had on our show are our best friends, our parents, and our siblings.
It's people we know.
Yeah. Like, just, I don't know. It wouldn't even fit our show at all to have a conversation with someone that we don't know.
But if like Zac Efron wants to be on here, like,
Listen,
pull up a chair.
you're more than welcome. Yeah, that's what's kind of weird about clout.
What?
It could like we probably wouldn't just talk to some rando, but if there was some rando that had 3 million followers and wanted to be on
Yeah,
here,
like, look. All I'm saying is, if you got something to bring to the table, like big time, bring to the table, come on over.
not that we're using you, but
You'd be
Yeah.
useful.
no, but Zac Efron actually seems like a genuinely nice person.
Yeah, actually, I've seen interviews with him. I would want to talk to him.
And Zac Efron wouldn't be the type of guy that would say, hey, put me on your show. Yo, what if Zac Efron just slid into our DMs
Oh, I'd shit my pants.
and was like, yo, put me on your show?
Like jizz. Never mind. Cut that out.
All right. Well, anyways, moving on to our segments here. My favorite part of the day. Kyle, who's your new kid this week? What's going on?
New kid. I have a couple. One of them is the Tesla truck.
Oh.
So apparently Elon Musk came up with the Tesla truck. It looks not like a truck.
It doesn't look real.
No, it's a bunch of weird angles and looks kind of like a hexagon sort of thing.
It looks like a transformer, kind of.
Yeah, it just looks like he tried too hard on the design. It's like, dude, you could have just made it look like a little more like a car. And it's
I mean, I like that he did something new. As you know, like every pickup truck kind of looks the
sure,
same.
changed it up a little bit, but just don't call it a pickup truck then. It doesn't look like a pickup truck.
It's not. I thought what defines a truck is if it has a bed to put shit in.
Yeah.
You know, the bed of a truck.
Oh, so it's a truck then. Does it have a bed?
No, but that's the thing. That this
yeah. I
Tesla
don't
truck
understand.
doesn't have a back to put. It's just a Tesla car.
I don't know. Didn't look like there's a lot of storage in it. When I think of truck, I think of storage.
Yeah.
But it's electric, so that's good for the environment. Yeah, and it's supposed to have like bulletproof glass or some shit that won't shatter. And
Oh, thank God! I'm getting
then
shot out of my car.
The guy at the demo like threw something at it and it shattered. Like
the window shattered.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a joke or what, but I saw it on Twitter. He's like, it shouldn't shatter, and he throws it. He goes, I think I throw it too hard.
Did people laugh?
Everyone was, I don't know. It was like 5-second clip.
That's
I don't know
weird.
if it was real or not, but it looked like it shattered.
Yeah, and I saw photos of the design. There's no mirrors on it.
Oh, really?
There's no like side
mirrors?
mirrors, and
Maybe
so
you don't need it. Maybe it's you look at it and it has all angles of the car on a screen.
Maybe.
But then you're watching TV while you're driving.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think like a lot of people were saying it's really ugly. I don't necessarily feel like it's ugly. I think it's like weird. I just feel like he tried like a little too hard,
As Elon does, I feel like.
which is good. Like he's an overachiever,
Yeah,
but
sure.
I'm just saying if I have X amount of money to spend on a car,
It's not going to be that one.
it's not going to be that one.
I'd buy a regular Tesla.
And if I need a truck, I'm going to go buy a GMC
Yeah.
or a Ford.
I'm trying to pollute the environment if I want a truck.
Yeah.
God.
God.
Damn. Stop trying to save the world with your truck.
Yeah.
And my other new kid was gonna tell my kids this was blank.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
been all over Twitter. how did that even start?
Dude, how do trends start in
I
general?
don't know. Like one person had to have said something.
And then someone else thought it was funny. Like it was weird because this was one of those trends. I know it's going to be dead in like a week
It's
from
still
now.
going. It's been going for like a
Yeah.
week.
But like I saw it like 4 or 5 days ago, a couple of them, and I thought like, oh, this is kind of funny. And I didn't think that it would like expand into anything. And then a couple of days later, it's just like all I see.
Exactly.
Did you screenshot any good ones?
No.
I saw a couple examples.
One of my favorites though is one of Dwight when he has the face mask on when he's playing basketball, like the clear mask, like when you break your nose.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna tell my kids this is Rip Hamilton. So if
Yeah.
anyone who knows Rip Hamilton is, you'll get that.
Yeah. I saw Blink 182 tweeted, "Gonna tell my kids this was Blink 182." And then Frankie, and it's a photo of with Frankie Muniz and the two other kids from what's the show?
Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, Malcolm in the Middle. And Frankie Muniz responds, he goes, "Wait, it's not?"
Oh,
Because he doesn't have a memory.
dude, I love that Frankie Muniz plays off of that.
Yeah. Cody Ko tweeted, "Telling my kids I'm Brad Pitt, and they're fucking idiots. They'll probably believe it too." Who would you tell your kids you are? Michael Gray is
apparently
really the closest thing. You can tell your kids you're Tom Holland, apparently.
Yeah, if they have my brain, like they'll get my brain cells. They will be dumb.
Yeah.
So
Were you there when Zach said that you're like Trevor Wallace?
yeah, I don't get how I'm like Trevor Wallace at all, but I'll take that.
Yeah. Who could I tell my kids I am? I don't
Aaron
look
Paul?
like that many people.
You could say Aaron Paul.
Yeah.
This is me, bitch.
That sounded pretty good. Yeah. I
That's the
like
only thing I
Aaron
can
Paul.
do.
I really like that guy.
Yeah,
as
he
an
seems like a
actor.
cool guy.
He seems like he'd be really nice to talk to. But my new kids this week, one of these I think you're going to be really excited about because it
Okay.
involves shit.
Why would I be excited?
Because it's this new invention
Oh,
called the Squatty Potty.
that's not new.
Well, I've just
That's been
seen
around for years.
I just seen it been blowing up.
The squatty potty?
Yeah.
That's the one you just put your feet on, right? And it puts you in a good position to poop.
Yeah, dude, what?
That's been around for a long time.
I've been seeing it just blowing up on my Twitter feed. Like everybody's buying it.
There's like a new rendition of the squatty potty.
I don't know.
Dude, it's been around for years.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, at least I follow a bunch of gamers, and in the gaming scene, a bunch of YouTubers, a bunch of like people on Twitter are all talking about like, dude, I can't believe I never had one, but like, or like, I can't believe this new thing, the Squatty Potty,
Yeah.
and everybody's getting one. Do you know
It
how it
made
works?
a second resurgence. You just put it underneath the toilet, right? And you put your feet on it.
Yeah, it's just like you raise your feet.
It
so
pushes you in like a weird hunch position, but apparently is good for you.
Yeah, and apparently it helps your shits just feel so much better and just come out better.
Yeah.
And everybody
I'm down
says
to try
it's
it.
truly a game changer, and they're like, I've been shitting wrong my whole life.
How much does it cost?
That's a good question because
Also look up when it was made, because I'm guessing like 2013. Like that's how far
crazy. Squatty Potty release date. September 2017.
back. Yeah. Okay.
That's not 2013.
Well, you know,
Squatty Potty price $50.
it's not bad. We could go
It's
in on one
kind of
together.
a lot though.
We could share.
All you do is just elevate your feet. I could just get a couple stacks of books on each side.
That's true. Yeah.
Just raise my feet up on the
Or like the
books.
little trash can next to your garbage. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, what? Next to your toilet.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I put my garbage next to my trash can.
Kyle just says
I have
everywhere.
a pile of garbage and then I have a trash can for my trash. I don't put my garbage in my trash.
Yeah, so anyways, Squatty Potty. Then another one, Disney Plus. We're obviously like 2 weeks late on this, but
Yeah.
not
Not going to get it.
I'm not gonna get it. Apparently, it's only $6 a month, which I guess is good. Like,
Cup of coffee a month.
yeah, I mean, I don't.
Another
drink
thing I
coffee.
don't drink, so.
I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like they're kind of bamboozling people because it's just a bunch of like old shit that already exists.
Yeah,
and
but
then
now you
there's
can
like
watch it.
there's like one or two original shows.
I'm sure they'll have more, though.
Yeah, it's just like, here's all this old shit that we already had. We're just gonna put it on here and then make everybody pay for it.
Yeah, a lot of things are. ESPN did that too with that ESPN Plus thing. Like I know they have UFC stuff on there, but they have a lot of.
What did ESPN Plus do? Like, what does it give you?
It's just like extra content. Like there's some extra shows. Like if anyone's an NFL fan, they put Chris Berman and Tom Jackson on there. So that It's so sad because they're the best when they go run through the games.
Yeah.
But you could have to have ESPN Plus to actually watch them, which is
And what's
stupid.
sad is like there's probably such like a tiny number of people that actually get ESPN Plus.
I
And
mean,
so,
I would say most people do it for USC.
yeah, but then like Chris Berman, when they have that show or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
they have to know that like
Not as many.
there's
yeah.
hardly any people actually watching them anymore.
But he had already retired, so
Yeah.
they probably just gave him a lot of money, and they're like, he's like, all right, it's once a week,
yeah.
whatever.
I was thinking like, you know how radio, just talk radio is basically dead, and I was thinking it would be so sad to be a radio host that's been around for a while and your show used to be big, but knowing that like
Start a
now
podcast.
so many people like don't even know who you are. Like you
Yeah.
used to be relevant, and now like no one gives a shit because no one listens to the radio anymore.
Yeah, but if you're smart and you see that happening, abandon radio, start your own podcast. Boom,
Yeah.
there you go.
All right. I actually have a third one.
Whoa.
It was a big week.
A lot of new
for
kids this week.
New things on the internet. There's like this TikTok trend of like
God.
Russian roulette, kind of.
Yeah, I want to try it. That looks like fun.
So basically,
That's something that our friends would have done.
yeah. So if you guys don't use Twitter or TikTok, basically there's this trend where you like set your phone on the ground and you start recording with like the front camera. And then you get your friends to stand in a circle around it, and then you throw random objects like straight up in the air, and then you just look at the phone to see like
Who's
like
it gonna hit?
Yeah, you can't move, and you have to see who it's gonna come down and hit. But I saw some crazy shit.
People throwing like chairs and like buckets and shit.
I saw like a ladder,
Jeez.
like basketballs. I saw one where they did like a egg, like a actual egg,
that's
but it
good.
came down and it hit the phone and it cracked. It broke the egg and it also cracked the screen of the
Oh.
phone. So
Sucks.
yeah, I don't know. As much as TikTok is like a really weird and like kind of piece of shit app,
There's some little gems.
there's
in
some
there.
cool things that come out of TikTok. It's better than like 2 years ago when it started and it was only like someone would dance and then there would be like someone duetting their
side.
thing, like
Yeah.
also dancing.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all
I
about.
don't get that at all.
But yeah, all right, Kyle. Who's going to the principal's office this week?
Avocados are apparently.
Okay.
So we were talking about nice drug dealers. Apparently in Mexico the cartel is, since weed is becoming more legal, they got to find something else to smuggle in. So I guess they've turned to avocados.
They're smuggling avocados.
From what I've read, yeah, they are smuggling avocados. I don't know how that works.
But it's not avocados aren't illegal.
I think I don't know if this is right, but I think with something with Trump's how he's been, there's like less trade happening with Mexico. So I think it's harder for avocados to get into the U.S. So the cartel is taking advantage.
Hey, I mean we can't have a shortage of avocados. People
I mean,
love guac.
I wouldn't care. I'm allergic to them. Not about them. Don't like them anyways.
I think the country would turn upside down if one day we were just like, hey, avocados don't exist in
Well,
this
the
country
West Coast
anymore.
would just crumble.
Yeah. Like, bro, Southern California, that's like every white girl's breakfast.
Exactly.
It's avocado on
Fucking
toast. Which,
smear this green shit on your toast.
first
It's
of all,
disgusting.
like, what?
Use peanut butter.
Just like, both of those things have no flavor. And when you toast and then just like plain avocado, like, don't,
It's
guac
gross.
is good, but plain avocado doesn't really taste like shit. I don't know.
At least it doesn't taste like shit.
I mean, yeah, it's not literal feces.
Yeah, it just has a certain little taste to it.
I mean,
don't
I
know.
don't love it, but I'll eat it just because I know it's like good for me. But yeah,
Yeah, I just don't eat it. Who's your principal's office this week?
the NCAA.
Mm.
What's new?
Mm-hmm. Preach.
I think you could probably do a better job explaining it than I can. But from my understanding,
Which situation?
the Memphis basketball player.
Okay, that one is a little more understandable than
Still
the
weird.
Ohio State guy. Yeah.
So basically, I'll explain what I just read, and then you can maybe give the context. So there's this really good basketball player for the University of Memphis that's going to be like number one pick.
Yeah, he's like the best player in the country.
And he had all this shit go down, which I'll have Kyle explain. But then what just happened, their resolution to this whole problem was that he can play again, but he has to donate $11,500 to a charity of his choice. Like that
So
was
you're
his
asking a
punishment.
college kid to donate almost $12,000 to charity.
How the fuck do you have any money?
I don't know. He doesn't have a job.
He doesn't have $11,000 and
I can already tell you now, he is not paying that $11,000.
no. And I don't understand like what does that have to do with anything?
I don't know.
How does
I think that might have been
you're
the money.
punished? We're gonna make you donate to a charity.
Well, I think it's like giving back the money kind of thing, because he received money when he was in high school. I forget. I don't know as much about this story, but I know it was his coach was his AAU coach in high school, the current coach at his college, and he was like a booster for Memphis. And then he ended up giving some money to him when he was in high school. So I think technically it's illegal because like he ended up being his coach and he was a booster. So it's like a booster gave him some money.
But that was in high school, and didn't he say he paid it all back? Or was that the other guy?
The other guy is going to be the number one pick in the NFL. He got suspended because he took out a loan to fly out like his girlfriend or somebody to see a game. He took out a loan from a family member, paid them back, and he's getting suspended.
From a family member, dude.
That to me is like you took out a loan and you paid it back just to like fly some family or your girlfriend or somebody out to a game to like see you play.
Yeah.
Like that shows good character.
And it's in high school.
No, that was in college.
Oh, that was in college.
I believe.
But why can you not take out a loan? Like any normal human is allowed to go to a bank
or
and get a
maybe
loan.
somebody lent him money or something like that. I don't know, man.
Dude, the NCAA has just been going on a shithole the last like 6 months.
They've been going down for a while. It's just people are finally saying something about it now.
Yeah.
Or doing something.
So, I don't know. I mean, both those guys are going to make millions of dollars next year.
Yeah.
So.
I saw a bunch of tweets. It's like, can we just wait till he makes his millions of dollars before he has to donate his $11,000 to stupid charity?
Yeah. I just thought that was stupid. So, anyways, moving on, Kyle. Our last segment of the day, creative writing.
Okay.
We haven't talked about our dreams for a while. It's been like probably a week now.
Yeah. So I don't have one off the top of my head.
Okay.
But I have one my sister told me that involves you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was in your sister's psyche?
I guess. Maybe she watched the podcast. Maybe she's thinking about you.
Wow. Who knows?
Who knows? Your mom was also in it. So
okay.
So my sister's a teacher. She teaches in Spain. So I think it was like her first day of school or whatever, and she was getting to know the students. And I guess she said one of the things she was asking the students, like, how old they are. She's like, how old are you? And they're like, I'm 8 or whatever. And then your mom happened to also be in there. And then she said that Karina was trying to figure out, like, do I ask her how old she is? Because, like, we're all playing along. So she said that she asked her mom how old you are. And she kind of looked at her like not going to answer that.
Yeah, she's like, I'm an adult.
I'm an adult. And so Karina's like, oh, it felt kind of awkward. So she just kind of moved on. And then she turns, and then you're there. And she goes, John, how old are you? And she said that you just went, I'm 5. Which, when she told me that, I could absolutely picture John with that certain voice where it's like, I'm 5. That's John's little kid voice.
Wait. Was I the same age I am
now?
No,
you were, you were you. But you happened to be in there, like you were helping, but then you were just like pretending you're just joking, and you're like, I'm 5.
So I wasn't actually 5 years old.
No.
I was 21 years old.
You were 21 years old, but you said you were 5 in that stupid voice.
I'm 5.
That, exactly. And when Karina said that, she like sent me a voice recording of it. And when I heard that, I was like, that sounds like John.
Is that it?
That was about it, yeah.
Wow.
I know. So that's what I woke up to one morning.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's pretty good. I don't know why I said I was 5.
I don't know.
Okay, well, my dream, I'm just going to read you what I have because this happened like a week ago.
Okay.
So I parked my car on the side of the road and I left it running and I had to go help somebody. Like I saw someone on the side of the road. So then I start walking back to my car after helping them, and there's a person in it slowly starting to drive away in my car. But like,
you turn around and you just see a guy like looking at you slowly.
But the thing is like he was like going really slow, like almost taunting me.
He wanted you to catch him.
Yeah, so I was running and he just was slowly driving, and then I caught up to him. And he kept, as I was running to him, he put his head out the window and kept yelling at me that if I hurried up, he would give me a ride too. So
That's
he was
nice
like
of him.
driving away. He was like, "Hey man, come on, if you can catch up, you can ride with me." You know, as he was driving away.
All right.
So I got in there, and he let me drive my car. I was like, "Dude, just let me drive. You can go in the passenger seat."
So you've just accepted that this man is now in your car.
Yeah, but then it turns out it was a woman. I thought it was a man, but it was a woman.
Oh. Okay.
So then I thanked them, and I was very grateful that they let me drive my car. So then they were shaking a lot, and
Whoa.
like just like really jittery, like they were
Meth.
either cold or meth or something.
Cold or meth, one of those.
And I wrote here that it should have been a warning sign, but I didn't think anything of it because
Oh.
I was also shaking a lot in fear.
Oh, where it's this big shake fest.
So like I was driving really nervous. This person was shaking.
The whole car is
uncontrollably.
vibrating.
Yeah. Then she demanded that I take her to my neighbor's house.
Okay.
So I drive up the driveway. And she's like she hops out, and she has me come with her into my neighbor's house, and it becomes pretty.
What are we talking?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
John's got a weird neighbor.
I got a weird neighbor in real life.
Okay.
So we're inside my weird neighbor's house.
Yeah. Have you ever been there in real life?
A long time ago when I was little, before their house burned down,
Uh-huh.
but then they rebuilt it.
Since
So
then,
it
no.
could look like anything inside there. But it became pretty clear that she was robbing them
Whoa.
and like stealing a bunch of valuable shit.
Oh. But you didn't really care because you don't really like this neighbor.
I mean, I don't know. I was just kind of weirded out. So I didn't know what to do. So I just let her do it and then hop back in my car with like bags of like shit. But then she demands to go into my house.
Oh, she's going to rob you next.
So I should have known. Like I should have taken her to some random house. Because how would she know if it's not really my neighbor?
I mean, you could have just, yeah.
Like, but
That's
now
true.
she knows that house
Yeah,
is my
man,
house.
why would you drive to your own house
I don't know, man.
with a stranger?
So then we get in and she starts robbing my house.
What is she taking?
And then she starts yelling and she tells my family like that she's going to hurt them. If anybody moves or tries to do anything or calls the cops, she's going to hurt them. So everybody just stands there and lets her steal all our shit.
So your family is just sitting in there, and in comes this woman with you, and they just get robbed.
And I basically get played.
You got played. You got.
Yeah. So basically she steals all the shit and then she runs away and she threatens me and says, if I leave, even if you call the cops when I leave, I'll come back and I'll kill you.
So you're in deep.
Yes. And so
You could kill her.
and then this is where things get weird. So I have a younger sister, which I don't.
But you don't.
I don't have a younger sister, but
Oh.
in this dream I have a younger sister, and we go to the garage, and there's like, you know how if you have a leak in your roof, you'll put a bucket underneath to catch the water.
All right.
So in our garage, there's like it's like leaking, but a lot. Like it's almost like raining into this bucket,
Okay.
but it's like hot oil, like deep frying oil,
Oh.
and it's like pouring like a leak into
a
this
bucket.
bucket.
Okay.
And my younger sister goes, and she just puts her hand in the bucket
Whoa.
and just sets it in there.
Hey, you probably got that from the end of the fucking world.
No, it was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
But yeah, but that happens in the end of the fucking world. But so she like purposely like burns her arms in this oil, and then my family and my sister just leave. They say they're going out to dinner. And I don't know why. They just leave me. And I'm like, guys, you can't leave me. This lady
They're like,
is going to.
You got yourself in this situation. We got robbed. You can figure it out. We're getting dinner.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, this lady's going to come back and hurt me.
We got to go buy a new couch.
So then all of a sudden, Willig and Shim are there with me to like maybe help defend me or something.
Okay.
And the lady comes back to try and kill us. And so then like she breaks into the house and everybody runs up and hides in like different closets.
So you guys separated.
Yeah, we all took like a different closet in the house, and I just hear Shim and Willig just getting brutally murdered, and then it ends. Like I was just hiding in a closet.
You had some nightmares, dude.
Yeah. But like
Some
they're not
fucked up
scary. Like
I
when I'm in them, I don't
like, Jordan's getting killed.
Yeah, like I never wake up in fear or in a panic or sweating. So
I don't know what to make of this. I think just don't. You make a lot of questionable decisions in your dreams, from what I can tell. So you need to stop letting people just come along with you. You let those guys come along with you. And they did God knows what to that homeless man. And then you let this woman in your car after she tries to steal it. And then she robs you and your neighbor and kills 2 of your friends.
Why does every dream I have involve like
Bad
murder or crime or like
What shows
people
have you been
getting
watching?
hurt? I don't know.
Watching Peaky Blinders?
No, The Office.
That doesn't make sense.
I know. Narcos.
Oh,
There's
there
a lot
you
of
go.
killing.
There you go.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna wrap it up here because Kyle and I got to record another episode. We have a lot to record. So, thank you all so much for listening to this episode of Peak to Middle School. I had fun. Did you have fun?
I had fun.
How much fun?
I had fun. Just I don't have an amount.
Yeah, you just had fun.
Like, I had fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lit. Cool. Well, anyways,
Yeah.
Kyle, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at KyleStafford36. You can follow the podcast at Pim's Podcast. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We're out there. Yeah, hit us up if you're not on the map. Hit us up from where you're from. We love to talk to you guys.
Yeah. Let Kyle know what he wants for Christmas.
Let
Give
me
him
know.
some ideas.
Let me know. Don't say that we should let you on the podcast because that's just we're not going to do that. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's like, listen, maybe if there's someone that's cool, we meet them, we hang out with them, we're like, wow, this is like one of our good friends.
Yeah. It's just the random people.
It's just like, if I've never met you and I probably will never meet you, probably won't have you on the podcast.
Yeah. We're not trying to be dicks.
It's not personal.
Nah, not trying to be dicks.
It's just like, I
Just
don't
how
know
it
you.
is. Yeah.
Anyways, you can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Twitter and Instagram. You can also subscribe to my personal YouTube channel called The Narwhal and my movie and TV show related channel called The Movie Sloth. If you guys want to leave a review on the Apple Podcast app, you can go down, search Peak to Middle School, go down, rate us 5 stars, write something nice. Yeah, once we get to 100, Kyle and I are going to do a habanero debate thing.
Fuck that. Why are we doing that? We should do that for like 1,000.
Nah, we'll do it for 100. It'll be funny. So with all that being said, thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to check out YouTube for a video version. There's new episodes every single Monday and Thursday. Help us break our record and help us get to over 1,000 plays.
Yes.
Tell your friends. Put us on your story.
Yes.
With all that being said, have a great day. We'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.